Hi girls, how are you? I've been really struggling to work out how I want this YouTube channel to look like. One thing that's been really hard, actually, I'm not gonna lie, is, I really want to do this. I really want to create content on here, but this is probably an excuse, but please tell me if there's a way you figure this out, because it's really struggling. You see, I'm struggling. So I film my content with my iPhone, like the long way, but obviously for YouTube you have to film your videos landscape. But when you film your videos landscape on an iPhone, it doesn't really give you much depth, so I can't really do outfits when I'm standing on it, so I have to film the outfits separately and then edit it and then add it into the video. Right now I don't have time for that, so what I'm gonna do for now is, I realize I do love talking. I like rambling on about things. I love just talking about life and everything there is to it, and just love rambling on. So I think what I'm just going to do for now, I'm just going to talk through like how I'm feeling with all of this and trying to find consistency on the YouTube front, and where I want to take this. I feel like this could be a really good place to just sit and talk, and I know you guys love just sitting and grabbing a cuppa and just listening to an amazing video, and I want to try and like figure out the growth in where I want this like YouTube to go, like what direction do I want it to go. Maybe if I had a camera. But the other thing we're not doing, until you make it, don't buy things with the money that you don't have, right? So I don't want to go out and buy a camera because I haven't made it yet, because I don't have there's no income from this, so I don't want to spend any of my money to buy a camera to film the videos. And I think the most important thing, like I've been watching so many videos and girlies saying like, when you're starting out, use what you have, and then when you start making any money, or you start not even any, when you start making money is when you go out and use that money to buy things that you need to make your channel even better, if it's the lighting or whatever. So for now I'm just going to use my iPhone, and it's a good quality, like like now it looks really good because there's a really good light. But then in winter, I'm going to need to have a light, which I already have, which is good. So yeah, so basically, so for the last like 2-3 weeks I've been trying to figure out what to film, because I even did a video, like I think the last straw was I recorded a video really good, going through like some amazing outfits I had filmed for TikTok. So that's where I usually do have a lot of videos, because it's so much quicker to film on there with the phone, the normal way up. And I filmed it, did all of the outfits, and those outfits I used for TikTok, and then I had filmed the video knowing which outfits I'm going to talk about. And then my iPhone memory decided to fill up, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And when it did, I started deleting things, but then I completely forgot like to remember which videos I had used for that video, and I deleted so many videos, and I think I only had one left for that video, so I had to literally like delete the video. And that was so disheartening for me, because I had put so much work into it, I had planned it all, wrote down everything I was gonna say beforehand and everything, and then I honestly nearly cried, and that was quite like sad, like I was so upset. But anyway, that's over, so we're here. But anyway, I think the thing that's probably one thing that I've been trying to figure out why I'm not finding the time to do this, or the consistency, is like I've only just started like doing YouTube. Like I'm in my 30s, and in my whole like since I started working, I've only had one job. Like one job, I go to work, I finish at 6:30, whatever the time was, it was always between that time. I'll get home, have dinner, watch a bit of TV, go to bed, wake up, go to work. And that's been my routine for the last like how long have I been working? Since I was probably 17. And then I started adding in gym in the morning now and again. And then now I'm trying to do like a full-time job, I'm trying to do TikTok, and I'm trying to do YouTube. And having that kind of like mental resilience to do so many things on top of a full-time job, and knowing that you do have to like prep everything in advance and all of that, it can be quite like really challenging for somebody who's not had that kind of like I've always just had the one job, and then finish that, come home, have dinner, or go out with friends or whatever. Like I never had to think about planning for anything else. But now I'm having to like put some time in, like during the week or during like the weekends and really hone in on actually doing like, you know, TikTok or doing my videos, doing my styling. But also the other thing that I realized is I've always wanted to do it. Like, I think I sat through my whole 20s just like, I really want to do fashion. I don't know how to do fashion. How can I find ways that I can like incorporate fashion into my life? Even though I did work in like retail, I wanted to do fashion outside of that, like do styling videos, or I did a lot of like Instagram, but I was so nervous like to do videos and stuff. And now I look back at them and I'm like, you were so shy. I still am now, like a little bit, you know, confidence comes with trying things more. But like it kind of just got to a point where I'm like, right, I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. But I think I need to just figure out a routine and consistency. And the word consistency, we hear that with everything you're doing in life, is doing it. And the more you do it, is the easier it gets. But you have to build that consistency into your life. So I'm really trying. And also, like, I kept saying, oh, I only need to post on a Sunday, because that's what everybody said. No, I don't want to put that limit on myself, because maybe on a Sunday I'm busy, I'm doing something and I won't have time to edit it, or the weekends I'm busy. So use my work lunch or my evenings, and instead of sitting in front of the TV when I finish work, do a video and edit it and just post it when it's ready, instead of just waiting on a Sunday, because that's what everybody says that they should post, or when they post, because my routine, it might not be the same as everybody else's. So I feel like I've been putting a lot of hindrance on my growth myself. So this is just to say to you, like, if you do want to post, just post whenever, just post, post your videos. The people who want to watch it, they will find it and they will find your videos. So I'm going to try and do that and stop like just being like, oh, I need to post on a Sunday only, because now, like today, I'm filming this on a Sunday. I won't post this tonight because I want to edit it, but then I'll stay with it the whole week, and then by the weekend I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like that video, do I want to post it? And then I'm arming and ahhing, and then it's sitting on my phone. I spent loads of time like creating it, and then I don't post it. So I'm just going to post it. I'm going to edit it tonight, and I'm going to post it tomorrow or Tuesday morning, and just done. And then if I do another one in the week, I will just post it, because waiting it's not going to get me anywhere. So I think that's probably the thing that's been really I've been struggling with. I did write a few things down here so I can remember what I wanted to talk about. But I think the other thing that I've seen, like, I watch a lot of like videos on like finding like motivational videos and videos on how to like get better with like your routine, or like how to, there's all this new thing about your 9 to 5 and 5 to 9. I'm in bed at 9. Let me tell you now, by like 7:30, 8, my body's like, right, ready for bed. And because I've been doing it for so long now, my body knows that I need to go to bed at that time. Like I literally like start falling asleep by like 7:30, 8, and then I'm up probably about 5:30, 6. So I wake up a bit early and go to bed a bit early, and I need a good like 8 hours of sleep. And if I don't have that, I struggle so much. So I know how much sleep I need, but I don't need more than 8. But if I have less than 8, I will be tired. If I have more than 8, I will be tired. So there's literally like, has to be done exactly how it is. So it's like I'm trying to find a way to figure out how to create that consistency in this like YouTube, because I love talking about random things, mostly about fashion and life, and I feel like I've try and figure out whether do I just want to talk about fashion, do I want to talk about like life in general, or do I want to do a bit of both, because then I don't want to like do a bit of fashion and then doesn't actually add any value, and then do a bit of talking is not adding any value. Do I do both, or do I do a little bit of each? I don't know. Let me know what you think, because I'm trying not to do a lot of shopping. All of my styling, if you do go on my TikTok, most of my styling and videos on there are clothes that I've owned for a really long time. I'm trying not to really shop, because one, I don't go in the office that much. Since the whole craziness of like everything that's happened in the last 4 years since 2020, I don't go in the office that much. So then I feel like I don't really need to buy anything. And I used to work in fashion before all of that happened, and I've literally got so many clothes from that time, but 3-4 years of not going in the office, I've just accumulated, I feel like I've accumulated loads of clothes because they've just been in my wardrobe because I haven't worn them as much. So I'm like, I don't really want to do a lot of shopping. So it's more around like, maybe I need to do more styling about like finding my style, because I feel like the older I'm getting, I'm not old, but the older I'm getting, my style does change. So it's like, what could I do? Maybe is a self-discovery journey we can go on together, like figuring out my style. But then at the same time, I'm not like saying that this is going to be my style forever, because fashion comes back around. That's the other thing that we've learned so much. It's like, you love something in you know, like, what do you remember those belts? I'm gonna see if I'm gonna find a picture of them, those big brown belts with the holes in. When I was about 15, 16, I had like every color. I had a blue one, I had a white one, I had a brown one, I had a white one, and now they're like back in style. Like, I should have just kept that. 15 years later, near enough, like maybe more than that now, they're back in style, and like fashion just goes round and round. So like, I'm not saying that I want to wear them because it's not my style, but some things do come back in style. But also, wear what you want. So, you know, for a month I might want to be wearing all smart wear, and then for a month I might just want to wear dresses. Why not? So I think, you know, trends also are for the big fashion industries, and you know, I don't really know much about that. I just know that in the summer I want to wear dresses and less clothes, but more like pretty, you know, just. And then in winter I love my blazers, I love my jeans and boots and stuff. And also I always, when I like, now is coming into winter, I love buying things like in the like summer now to wear in winter. Like, I'll show you some bits at some point. I bought some boots recently from Mango. I know it's the summer, but I'm telling you, I bought them now because I know in winter if I go to look for the same pair of boots, they're going to be like 3-4 times the price, and I don't have time for that. So I start planning ahead for bits and bobs that I need. So I need to just figure out exactly where I wanted to go. What do I want to do? What do you think I should do? Are you enjoying my videos? Like, let me know if there's any of the videos that you watch that you absolutely loved. Do you love these ones where I'm just sitting and talking? It'll be really good if you can give me some feedback, so I know that I'm, you know, giving you all the love that you need, and give, you know, sharing things that are adding value to you. And also, like, everyone just keeps saying that YouTube would change your life, and I'm like, I want my life to change. Do you want your life to change? Because I want mine to change. And I was going to actually say a point that I watched a video. This girl was like saying how in our lives we have been conditioned to have like the kind of like career where you just have one job for the rest of your life and then you retire and then that's it. But why is it like that? Why, you know, I'm really questioning that. Like, why can I not have multiple streams of income? Why do I only have to have one job? Because especially in this economy, with the way things are going, we, you know, redundancies happen left, right and centre so quickly. Like, things can change just like that. With what happened in you know, 4 years, my last job, I was actually made redundant, and it was literally just before we went into lockdown, probably about November, December, January, March, about 3-4 months before we went into lockdown. And then I found a job, and then literally 6 weeks later we went into like full lockdown. But I've been in that company since then. Like, if it didn't work out the same way for everybody like it did for me, imagine trying to find a job in that economy. Like, I don't know what I would have done. Some people really thrived in it, some people didn't, but I'm so grateful that I found that job. So it's like, for people who they only had the one job, then they couldn't get another one, and maybe they didn't have a lot of savings. What would they have done? But then if you have little bits of multiple streams of income here and there, that means that you could literally be able to, you know, if you for whatever reason the job, you know, decided that they want to let you go, you can still have a bit of an income coming in somewhere else. Like, why can we not have that, you know? And I feel like it's so important to know that you can have that as well. Like, I always see other people and I always used to think, oh, I'll never be able to achieve that, but that's me like limiting myself from saying that. So I think that's something I want to get better at, and like really believing that it could work, like it could happen. Because we know, we sit and like I myself, I do sit and I'm like, oh, they're doing really well, it's really amazing that somebody's doing well, but I'm like, oh, I don't know if that could ever happen for me. But why, you know? I want to be able to like take time off work and not worry about paying the bills and stuff like that. But it doesn't have to feel like, you know, that you can't achieve it just because other people have. And then what was the other little quote that I saw that I'm a quotes girl. Like, I could do a whole video. I've got a notebook that just like if I watch a video on of a person that I really love, I just write down if they say a really good, like something that really resonates with me, I love it. What was it that they said? Maybe I'm probably not going to remember what they said because it was really, really good. I'm, you know, probably not word for word. But they said, oh my goodness, I can't remember. But when I do, I will let you know. But I just feel like, you know, we are capable of achieving amazing things in our lives when we put a mind to it. And also stop worrying about what other people think. And I think that's probably another thing that holds me back a bit, is because when you're really starting something out, people who probably don't have the same courage as you to do, they'll be like, oh, she's doing YouTube, oh, she's starting to do this, because they don't have the same courage as you, or they don't feel like they can do that. But why, you know, to get here to here, like you need to push, and you just need to cut out the noise. So I've been trying to do that, because I'm like, oh, what if somebody I know watches this and I might feel a bit awkward? But you know what, let it be awkward, because when I get to where I want to go, when I make it and I am there, they're going to come to me to be like, Helen, how did you get there? Please tell me. But when you're really struggling and they can see that it's a slow growth and you haven't made it yet, then everyone's like, oh, she's wasting her time. She's wasting her weekends and evenings at doing YouTube. But when you make it, they want to know how you got there. But, you know, I feel like that's something that I want to work on a bit more as well, is just not being too worried about like anyone else's judgment. But also we can make it. So time management, forming habits, that's something I want to work on. I need to figure out how I want to do that. Maybe do another video of just talking through it. I'm going to do another one this week of like different ways I think that would help with like creating consistency. Because the other thing I really want to get good at consistency is my fitness. Like, I go through a phase of like, for like 3-4 weeks, I'm working out, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing all the workouts, I'm doing 10,000 steps, and then something happens and then I'm back to square one. Like, it's this needs to go, it needs to be consistency, not this. And like, I do really well and then I'm down here, and then for 2 weeks I'm eating everything and anything, and then I'm up here. It's actually quite exhausting having to go all of this. So I need to figure out how to do that, and I really hope that we'll watch this video back in a couple of years and we can say we did it. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do more talking on this channel just for now, because I might do some videos on some outfits as well, but I'll make sure I don't delete them, because I was so upset with that, because that video would have been really cute, because it was some really, really lovely summer outfits, but I deleted the smaller, like I had edited smaller ones, because I deleted them. For me to go back and do all of them again, it would have taken me like another couple of hours, and I was just like, I guess it wasn't meant to be. So yeah, so you're just going to be seeing a video every now and again, but I'm going to literally do a bit longer, because not longer, no, what am I saying, not longer, I'm going to upload a video in the week. I'm not going to say Sundays, because I feel like that's when everybody uploads theirs, but I just don't, my schedule doesn't work like that to be able to do on a Sunday. But if I do upload one on a Sunday, then I will. But yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this. I probably did rumble on a bit, but I hope you got something out of this, and I do hope to see you very, very soon. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Everyone keeps saying that when you hit 500 subscribers, then life changes. So I want to get there. So let's get there. I think I'm on like 300 and something. So just a few more to go, and we can hit that 500 subscribers and then some. Yeah. So I hope to see you around. Take care now.